formation attaquante suivie de l'hymne national. As we gather for this event, the GGs pay respect to the Algonquin people, who are the traditional guardians of this land. Nous reconnaissons le lien sacré de longue date lié sur ce territoire qui demeure non cédé. Nous rendons également hommage à toutes les personnes autochtones qui habitent Ottawa, que ce soit de la région ou d'ailleurs au Canada. We acknowledge the traditional knowledge keepers both young and old, and we honor their courageous leaders past, present, and future. Merci. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to the Minto Sports Complex. My name is Declan DeBarp, and joining me, as always, is Brianna Newell. Brianna, a good game we have in store for you. McGill and Ottawa, teams who have known each other quite well. McGill has ended the playoffs. Hopes for the GGs in back-to-back seasons. McGill headed in the wrong direction. They make up the basement of the RSEQ, still yet to pick up a win this season. The GGs trending in the right direction, winners of their last two. Let's quickly get into starting goalies for you. Starting in net for the University of Ottawa, Mahika Sarazen. Unbelievable last weekend against the Montreal Carabins, was the number one reason the GGs won that game. That one in the shootout. The GGs went to the shootout back-to-back times last weekend. Down at the other end for the McGill Martlets, Sophie Lajeunesse starts. Lajeunesse 0-7 on the season, a .880 save percentage. Much like McGill, still looking for her first win of the season. This, though, a game you can't take off. This, though, a night you can't take off. The GGs looking to end their first half of the regular season, headed in the right direction. They currently take up third in the RSEQ behind the Concordia Stingers, the only nationally ranked program in the RSEQ, and the Montreal Carabins. That one almost lost by McCallum, and we're underway here at the Minto Sports Complex. Taylor Sims touch pass and touched on by Alyssa Biesenthal. Biesenthal 4 goals, 4 assists so far this season. A very impressive sophomore season. Jay Todd in on the hunt. The puck gets stuck on the ice for Abigail Malotny. Malotny second in goals in the RSEQ. 9 for her on the season. That one blocked by Elizabeth Mora, who was fantastic the last time these Martlets traveled to the Minto Sports Complex. It's to McCallum, and that one sent over the line. That'll be icing.
Already some good offensive pressure there from the GGs right from that first start, and it started really a lot with a pinch down by Sims, which kind of, backtracked the Martlets a little bit, led to that icing afterwards. So good forecheck so far. GGs have been known for their forecheck. It's really been a building block for Chelsea Grill's team, and that one touched on a set play that didn't quite work. Mika Lacavalier dumps it past Kathleen Reedman, and it's reversed by Reese Meffam. Knocked to the ice there was a GG, and the Carabins back on it. Chrissy Kolitsa wearing the number 18 tonight, left her number 9 jersey, back home in Montreal. Birkby trying to evade one. A nice little cut there by Kolitsa, and it's over the line. Lavoie trying to reconnect with Kolitsa. We saw 27 and 9 connect all the time last season, usually in the other direction, though obviously the number 27, a little bit of a different face. No Jade Downey Landry for McGill this season. A huge loss as the offense has dried up.
Marika Lebrec, her return to the Minto Sports Complex. That's Beatrice Bilodeau, who chips it only as far as Olivia Pridham. Look up.
Good step up
Intercepted
there by McLean.
McLean, and they'll say McLean offside. Touched back, and Gigi's back onside. La Jeunesse out of her goal, and she turns it over. Bilodeau trying to connect with Gagnon, still looking for her first point. Back to the point for the Gigi's, and it's a good little cut there by Lavoie. She has a step on Minville. Lavoie to the backhand. Nice save by Cerazan. First chance goes to the Martlets.
Definitely a good play there by Lavoie, and what really caused this was a poor pitching decision by Sims, and that little bit of hesitation will really kill you as a defenseman. It was a little bit of that hesitated step, and she still decided to go. At that point, it's almost a safer play and a smarter play to back off and take it, because then it ended up being a rush for Lavoie that had a flat-footed Gigi's defenseman there. She easily beat.
Face-off won by the Gigi's and danger averted and saved once again. But that one's turned over almost. That was keeper who was on the doorstep trying to pick Angelique Pru's pocket. Pru will have another bite at the cherry. Mika Saracen so good last time that she played. If you missed that, you can go back, look on the Gigi's Instagram for the number of stops that she made, including a couple in the shootout. Good pressure here by the Martlets. That one back to the point and dumped down low by Lydia McClellan. Keeper first there. Mura
being one of those other individuals who is...
Oh, and wow. It's in! Keeper just throws that on net. It was a screen, and the Martlets lead by 1.
And it's funny, as it was happening, the play was developing, and keeper at the puck and was curling there after the pass from Mura. We saw it from up here, how Saracen was moving away from her goalpost to try and see where the puck was coming from. And that aspect, that spot where keeper ended up shooting it, we saw as if the puck had eyes.
It was a little muffin, but it doesn't matter when the goalie can't see it. And just like that, the Martlets lead by 1. Saracen will be frustrated to give up, but couldn't really see the puck there, and she doesn't fill up as much of the net. Back come the Martlets. Reese Meffam, a good hack and good job to win the puck back. Meffam back on it.
Nice play there by Malotny to send it back over to Meffam.
Meffam, a shot that's left by La Jeunesse.
And that'll be the first shot by the Gigi's, actually.
That'll be Stephanie Keeper's 3rd goal of the season. The Gigi's have some work to do. They send out Catherine Birkby in the second line. Well, toss Comrie from the draw, and we'll do it again. Finds way to Vicky Harkness, who moves it back to Reese Meffam. Down low for Kate McLean. McLean circling. It's closed off, and the Martlets have been hunting in bunches tonight. The Sermon, who stepped up and momentarily prevented the rush from the Gigi's. It's off an official. Harkness still on it. The Martlets making a change, and that one a cross-ice pass that Reese Meffam couldn't control. Forced backwards. Meffam to all the way back to the point to Harkness. The Gigi's stuck in their own zone. It's been good forechecking here, and the Gigi's passes not so crisp. Reedman to start the Gigi's once again. She turns it over to Chrissy Kalitsa. Kalitsa touches it onto Lavoie. Back checking there by Beatrice Bilodeau. Harkness, a touch pass, and here comes Jade Todd. Jade Todd has been quite the receiver in recent weeks, currently 2nd in the RSEQ in assists. 7 for her on the season, including 3 assists last weekend. It's all for naught as it's back with Michaela Krasinski, who sends it only as far as Olivia Pridham. Pridham to Vananen and touched forward by Lebrec. This Lebrec's only Lebrec's 7th game this season. She missed some time in the month of November. Last game she played was a 5-2 loss against the University of Ottawa. Hack puck. Marianne Gagnon can't establish control. 5 minutes gone in the first. The Martlets lead by 1. That off the stick of Stephanie Keeper. It's been good play like that of Chrissy Kalitsa that has given the benefit to the Martlets. A hard forecheck has forced the GGs into a number of errors. Here's Sophie Garreau. Garreau looks up, saw that her team was changing. Taylor Sims can't keep it in. GG's forced to touch back. That one just an errant pass in search of Mura. Mura to Vananen. Sorry, McCallum. And back to Mura. The goal scorer up to Perez. Shot on goal. It's laying lazily in the slot. It was blocked on its way through. Back to the point. Here's Taylor Sims. A shot. That one always going wide. A funny bouncing. That one almost bounced over the net. Here's Taylor Scott. Back to Sims. Sims to Prue. Prue a long shot saved by La Jeunesse.
Good little movement there by the GGs. And again, momentum right now is absolutely in the Martlets' hands as they've had, a couple forechecking shifts where they've bottlenecked the GGs. One just recently before the GGs came back and got this, I'd say, second shot or so on La Jeunesse.
The GGs send out the top unit. This has been where the goals have been coming from. Alyssa Biesenthal. Biesenthal to Sophie Garreau. It's loose in the slot. One hack, two hack. Oh, that one off the goalpost.
And that was that was Biesenthal, Alyssa Biesenthal, who had that opportunity that just whacked off the goalpost there. And she was just looking skyward as it was basically an open net.
Alyssa Biesenthal and hunt for goal number 5. And that one, she rings it off the iron. We see Kate McLean out here with Biesenthal and a Molotny. A little bit of action already being taken here by GG's head coach, Chelsea Grills. Chelsea Grills preaching the process, and the process has been off this evening for the University of Ottawa. And that one, a pass that found its way to Kate McLean, and the GG's in offside. Here we see Jade Todd come out. She's connected with Vicky Harkness and Catherine Birkby. Birkby 4 goals, 4 assists on the season. Such an important player over the years.
Oh, and their cages are stuck together.
Harley
and Birkby.
Birkby and Harley behind the play. Thought they were exchanging a few words, and off the draw, the two centermen got a little bit too close for comfort. Physical battle on the half wall there. It comes out. Birkby up to Todd. Todd touches it forward for Birkby. Harkness stays on side, and it finds its way to her.
Todd did a good job of taking ice as well to stay on side.
Here's Harley. Megan Harley, her lone goal came against the University of Ottawa. That one, not sure if it was a pass or a shot. Either way, it found its way to the corner. Here's Birkby. Birkby, a nice little head fake to get past one. Closed down by Mura. Mura, a nice little stop. She loses the puck, though. Only momentarily as Marika Lebrec establishes possession behind the net. Searching pass for no one in particular. Thought that one would have been offside. Here's Gagnon. Gagnon. Puck poked off her stick. Here's Gagnon. Gagnon to Lalonde. Lalonde, a shot. It's blocked by Mura. That one, Mura in the shooting lane.
Interesting because she did have Gagnon going to the net. She was just above the Martlet player where she could have, Lalonde could have fed her there.
Here's Elizabeth Mura to start for the Martlets. GG's backing off at the end of a long shift. We saw slow starting GG's against the Carabins. Ended up coming back to win that one in dramatic fashion. Not in the shootout. It was Alyssa Biesenthal, 3 goals for her on the night, including 2 in the shootout. Centering pass, that one Lavoie just not awares. Touch pass to Stasiak. Lebrec. Down low, it finds its way to Sarazen. Sarazen not aware where that puck was.
It narrowly just went off Prue's skate.
Stasiak back to collect. She has her pocket picked by Scott. Scott stays with her, but able to get it to McClellan. Stasiak has Lebrec. Lebrec looking for Perez. And here's McLean. McLean had Sophie Garreau streaking to the net. It finds its way to Garreau. McLean trying to get lost to the back post. Garreau centering pass. That one off a body. Here's Kalitsa. Kalitsa head up, trying to find some space. The captain for the McGill Martlets trying to...
Nice pick off there by Molotny.
Malotny always aware, cuts inside. Abigail Malotny, a shot, that one just wide. Bobbled off the stick of Kalitsa, able to get it onto Kaslik. Kaslik has been out there for an awful long time. Biesenthal digging in, finds way to Malotny. Malotny cross-ice pass, that one a shot, nice save by La Jeunesse. Krasinski, a turning shot, it's loose on the doorstep again for Biesenthal.
Good job by Kastelik there to tie up Biesenthal on that rebound.
Minville given a shove, she reverses it for Biesenthal, and Biesenthal, that one just bobbled over her stick. Krasinski is able to move it on to Biesenthal. Biesenthal head up, and Minville lets Biesenthal chase after it. Biesenthal. Puck lost in her skates. Here's Perez.
Good gap there by Sims, forcing Pierce to dump it in.
Off the boards. That one stays in.
Good job by Berkby coming back to help out Prue.
To the feet of Jade Todd, and it's chipped forward by Vicky Harkness. Vicky Harkness chases after Vananen. Vananen puts the moves on, and nice calm reverse to Olivia Pridham. Oh, big open ice collision as Kathleen Reedman stepped up.
She doesn't look any worse for wear, so that's always good to see.
And the player on the receiving end of that was Cassidy Stasiuk. She also moving fine. Up to Stasiuk, and that one through legs. Arm up for icing, and Vananen will have to remain on the ice. 8:53 gone in the first period. 8:53 to go in the first period. Beatrice Bilodeau steps in and wins that face-off. Krasinski rings it around. Gagnon picks it up. Gagnon thought she had McLean behind the net. It's a nice little chip play by Pridham. Gigi's going to work on the forecheck, trying to win it back. Kate McLean to Gagnon. Gagnon has Krasinski at the point. Likes to go to her. Stasiuk was right there. Here's Pridham. Pridham a little lofted pass to Stasiuk. Stasiuk has an option, and
good job there by Minville to close it down.
Minville read that move. Chance to jam it in.
Good job by Minville, though, and Bilodeau to just close that opportunity off.
And here's Gagnon and McLean. McLean just offside.
Yeah, I think McLean just judged that rush a little bit incorrectly, and she was streaking ahead too fast for Gagnon.
Gagnon took her time getting over the line, and McLean did as much as she could to stretch. It wasn't enough. So Vigaro, this little dominant face-off win. Taylor Sims over the red line and in. So Vigaro heads after that one. So Vigaro hasn't been putting the points she put up last season, but still a player involved all around the ice. Angelique Prue. Todd, a backhander only as far as Megan Harley. And no GG wanting to claim. Into the feed, and Megan Harley pushes it forward.
And it was a good pinch there by Sims to step up and intercept it, but then she just left it and no one took it.
Harley, Moura, a shot. That one just wide. Good behind the net, that a chance for Quinn Campbell. Campbell tried the wraparound, just couldn't get it to wrap. McCallum, Campbell, behind Malotny. Nice move, and then fell off her stick.
Quick little heads-up play, though, by Malotny to at least get it out of the zone first.
Cross ice to Malotny, touched. That one will find Biesenthal. Here's Biesenthal. Alyssa Biesenthal.
Nice
puck poked off her stick by Lavoie.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Biesenthal reverses to Lalonde. She's Mepham at the point. Elects to go back to Biesenthal. Biesenthal is Malotny. Elects to go to all by herself, and no GG able to capitalize. Long shot blocked there by Lebrec. Here's Lavoie.
That one.
She'll let off. It hit her right on the kneecap.
Good patch checking there by Malotny.
All alone. Nice save there by Sedazan.
It was a nice back-checking effort there at first by Malotny, and then it went back to another Marlins player, McCallum, and she had all this opportunity and room and time to move it. Not one GG player stepped up or got in the lane at all, and it was up to Sarazen to really step outside the crease basically and make that stop.
Was able to walk down King Edward, but she was stopped on the doorstep. Vananen. It's off the stick of keeper. And Pridham steps up in the rush. And Pridham takes a tumble. Dangerous play there. Pridham up and just wide. Not quite sure what Krasinski was doing there. Played her team into danger. Kate McLean. And that one dumped down. Her team will change. Taylor Sims leaves it for Perez. And it finds its way back to Sims. Taylor Sims. Fans on the pass. It finds its way to Bilodeau. Bilodeau can't get there ahead of LeCavalier.
Good job by Gagnon there. It's back to Bilodeau.
Bilodeau. Gagnon. Gagnon trying to reverse. Bilodeau back to the point. Taylor Sims still looking for her first goal. A long shot on, and that deflected into the corner. Elizabeth Moura first there. Versus to McClellan.
Ooh, good job by Sims to keep it in there.
Marianne Gagnon. Backhander for Bilodeau. GG's get the cycle going. Prue. Gagnon. Watched all the way by Moura. Nice play there by Moura, the veteran defender. This Moura head up as she starts through center. Will dump the puck in. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first period.
And Moura's someone that we talked about quite a bit, even in the last two instances these two teams met up. Just the experience that she shows on there, the patience that she has on the ice. She's all over there, and she makes smart decisions with the play. With the puck, sorry.
She's a calm head, and that one touched on. Oh, that one just wide. Oh.
It was Nan. Nagan.
Jade Todd just whacks it only as far, and that'll be the first penalty of the game. Taylor Scott was off to the races. Taylor Scott was off to the races, and she's hauled down. Cassidy Stasiuk will head off to the box.
Good opportunity for the GGs. I mean, you're down a goal. You got 4 minutes left in the first period. Marlins have been outplaying them for pretty much this entire period. Now it's the opportunity to have the GGs turn it the other way.
We saw a power play be the catalyst for a GG's comeback against the Montreal Carabins. Can this prove as fortuitous? Scrambled draw. It's won by the Martlets. Pridham being harassed, and Jade Todd able to hold the line. McLean down back to Todd. Down low, nice touch pass, Birkby. Just the wrong-handedness. Here's Birkby. She has Reedman at the point. Off to Biesenthal. Let's see Biesenthal and Jade Todd swap places. Biesenthal takes a tumble. She's still on it.
Almost took another tumble there.
Shields it for Reedman. Reedman to Todd. Todd, low shot it. Hit a leg in. Pierce on it. Gonna take her time with this one and just dump that one into the GG zone. 40 seconds gone and can't be corralled. It's Mackenzie McCallum trying to twist and turn, and she turns it over into the skates of Vicky Harkness. Out comes the GG's top unit. Megan Harley in the lane, and the GG's will have to restart.
And it was a good gap there by Moura. It really forced Harkness to come back, and it ended up losing the puck.
Vicky Harkness up to Sophie Gatto. Gatto patient. Nice little reverse to Harkness. She looked up. She had Angelique Prue in front of the net. Elected to circle around. Off to Minville. Harkness. Down low. Sophie Gatto twisting, turning, backhand that one into the corner. Malotny has her stick lifted. Harkness all tied up. Back to Minville. 30 seconds to go. That one off the stick of Malotny. Moura. Cannons. And it rings around the boards. GG's might have one more rush Minville will settle it down. The GGs will send the 5-on-5 unit out, and that'll do it for the power play. Kylie Lalonde kicked forward by Kate McLean. Her and Kastelik come to blows. Hauled down. Birkby, the arms stay down. Stasiuk, or Sulman rather, took down. Birkby again, the arms remain down. Here's Lalonde, circling, spinning, nice save by La Jeunesse. And the GG's gonna take a penalty. Birkby will be a high sticking call. Taylor Sims will touch it up, and McGill go to the power play for the first time tonight.
And you can see, I think it's Kate McLean or Lalonde. I think it was Lalonde who was talking with the official. They were going, you're not going to call the hit. You're not going to call the trip on Birkby, but you're going to call the high stick. All right. I mean, Lalonde pretty much took the words out of my mouth, so I'm going to leave it at that. But, again, the GGs are on the PK for this unit, and they'll go into the second period on the and it's a 4-minute as well. Okay.
So
also interesting call.
She hit the cage and drew blood. Double minor. Sarazan spills. And then Malotny gets the puck down the ice. So 4-minute double minor to Catherine Birkby.
It's an interesting call.
GG's alumni, Brianna Newell alongside me as Megan Harley shoves it forward. Here's Mura back to collect. Being harassed by Abigail Malotny at danger at both ends of the ice on a penalty kill. Mackenzie McCallum bumps into Mura.
Try to go around her own players as well as the GGs.
And Mura will slow things down. We're into the final minute here of the first period. It's back up to Mackenzie McCallum. A goal and an assist the first time these two teams met each other. That one back at McConnell Arena. GG's men's team and Martlett's men's team in action as well. That one going obviously at McConnell Arena out in the great city of Montreal. McCallum circling Mura.
Oh, good
long
position
shot,
there.
and that one's still loose and then frozen up by Sarazan.
Nice patience there shown by Mura on the point, very close to the blue line, and able to get that shot off there where Vananen was right in front of Sarazan. And interesting that Minville kept quite a distance between herself and Vananen.
We've talked about coverage, defensive coverage that is, the past couple of weeks here at the Minto Sports Complex. Is Kolitsa a chance for Lavoie to direct in front, and it's saved by Sarazan.
Good job by Sarazan, really just pouncing and diving essentially on that puck to cover it up for a face-off here.
Kolitsa steps in, wins the draw. It's back to Pridham. Pridham, 10 seconds. Costa McCallum. Kolitsa, that one just too fine and high over the net. McCallum down low. They need to shoot. Lebrec, no idea of the time left on the clock. So that'll do it. The Martlets grab one early. That thanks to Stephanie Keeper, her third goal of the season. GG's find themselves in a 1-goal hole. We'll be back in a few moments' time to wrap up the first period. Declan Barp and Brianna Newell, don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Minto Sports Complex. Declan Barp, Brianna Newell, to wrap up the first period of action here between the University of Ottawa GGs and the McGill Martlets. The Martlets start hot and they get a goal. Really just all-seeing shot. Sarazan down and out in the butterfly and screened.
Yeah, even from up here, like we said, when the goal had actually happened, you could see that the puck just had eyes. That pocket was completely open, and it was a good pick by keeper, whether she meant to or not. I'll give her the credit there. But Sarah Zan, she's a talented goalie. She's not usually someone to let that type of goal in. You could tell she obviously didn't see anything, and it was a good pass from Mura. She had pulled kind of everyone over to a little bit more towards the middle and then passed it back to the flank there where keeper was situated. And there you have it, essentially.
And that goal really started by the forecheck from McGill. They've been dominant so far in the first period. This is a team that is without a win this season, but don't look like the team we've seen here before at the Minto Sports Complex.
No, not at all. And again, regardless of what they've done so far in this first half of the season, we've talked about it time and time again with this type of division in the RSEQ. You can't take a night off. You can't take a shift off. And I think what's happened so far with this first period here is GG's have taken them a little bit lightly, is what it feels like to me up here. Is, they're looking back at the last two times that they've played the Martlets over this half of the season, and they've had two convincing wins both times. So they're coming out not necessarily thinking this is going to be a challenge, maybe thinking it's going to be a walk in the park, so to speak, and McGill came out flying. They were the ones who traveled here on bus. They had bus legs, but it didn't really show it. And if anything, it really showed the opposite, that almost it was like the GGs traveled here when most of them, I think, probably walked to the rink. So that's something there where definitely the GGs need to get on their horses, no pun intended, for this second period and come out a little bit stronger. And I know historically sometimes the second period is a little bit more successful for them. So, if I'm the GGs, that's what I'm hoping for in the second period. If I'm McGill, I'm very happy with that first period. You killed off a penalty, you got a goal, you came out faster than the GGs. If I'm them, I'm very happy with that period.
And we've talked about the GGs. I imagine Chelsea Grills is giving it to them. She a coach that demands a lot from her team, and it seems success this season. 8 wins on the season, currently third in the RSEQ and occupying one of the 4 playoff spots. If you're Chelsea Grills, what are you saying to your team to get them going again, to play a second period we know they can play?
I mean, if I were Chelsea Grills, I would be in that room and saying, guys, we know how to play the game. What just happened there for the last 20 minutes is not even close to our game. We didn't get our forecheck going. We didn't really get our cycle going. Even on our power play, we were trying to force passes. Our passes in general are not crisp. We can do better. And so it's going to come from a place of potential, right? Our potential is here. This is where we played. So let's go out that second period and live up to, our potential and play the way that we know how to play.
GG's in a 1-goal hole, but there's plenty of hockey still to be played here at the Minto Sports Complex. For Declan DeBarp and Brianna Newell, we'll be back in about 7 minutes time for second period action. You won't want to miss the rest of this one, folks. Welcome back to the Minto Sports Complex. My name is Declan DeBarp, and joining me as always, Brianna Newell. GG's start the second period down Catherine Birkby for 2 minutes and 26 seconds. High sticking call in the dying embers of the first period. GG's down by 1. A lot of work to do, but lots of hockey still to play. McGill's power play this season operating 11.3%, fractionally better than the GG's, the 5th and 4th worst power plays in the division. Jade Todd into the draw. Puck dropped and we're underway. Stephanie Keeper on it now, the goal scorer for the McGill Martlets. Keeper, her 3rd goal of the season. Mackenzie McCallum and Megan Harley get in each other's way, and Vananen dumps it in. Elizabeth Mura on it now. She's closed down quickly by GG's captain, Michaela Krasinski. And 3 Martlets. And on the forecheck, good penalty killing here from Krasinski. It comes loose and back to the point for Mura. Mura on the backhand down to McCallum. McCallum has Keeper, likes to go herself. McCallum watched by Krasinski the whole way, and a good stick disrupts the pass. Back to the point for Mura, and that one. Pass a little too heavy from Mia Vananen and out of the zone. Here's Keeper. Keeper will circle 1:27 to McCallum. McCallum over the line. She has Harley going to the net. Back to Mura. Mura and McCallum play catch. Shot on blocked by Krasinski, and Malotny will dump that one down the ice. Journée up to Marika Lebrec. Lebrec head full of steam over the line. Lebrec so dominant last season. More than an assist a game. Pridham, nice edge work. Moves it on to her captain. Shot low, kick save by Sarazan, and cleared there by Abigail Malotny. On to Chrissy Kalitsa. Kalitsa wearing the number 18 tonight. Up to Lebrec. Lebrec over the line. Stops up. Cross-ice feed. McClellan. And the GG's going to take another penalty. There's a battle in front of the net. Taylor Sims heads off. We'll call roughing. And the GG's will be short 2 bodies for 23 seconds. So a golden opportunity here for McGill.
Definitely a great opportunity for McGill to capitalize on a 2-man advantage and extend the lead by another goal for that 2-goal lead. Not a great situation for the GGs if you're trying to build momentum, which is hard to do when you are taking penalties consistently.
It was Sarah Maud Lavoie who hit the ice and drew the penalty. Mura in the slot all alone. Kick save by Sarazan.
Good job by Sarazan to make that stop and then clear the puck away herself too, away from Kalitsa.
It was Lavoie on the doorstep looking to tap it in. She's on it now. And that one, just an errant pass by
McClellan.
It was Lydia McClellan. That'll go down the length of the ice, and the GG's kill off the first penalty.
And Birkby just steps right onto the ice and helps out with the PK now.
Dependable penalty killer is Catherine Birkby. Mura, nice head fake, gets through center. Elizabeth Mura, part of Calgary, Ontario, still circling. Leaves it for McClellan. McClellan has Lebrec at the back post. That one almost looped in. Lebrec trying to connect with Lavoie. Lavoie stops Birkby the other way. Kolita touches up and gets on side. Mura holds the line. Stops. She has LeCavalier back at the point. Reverses to McClellan. Back to Mura. The defensive partners connect. 50 seconds to go. That one poked into the Martlets bench.
Good stick there by Birkby. And you could tell the way Mura turned a little bit slower than normal to try to get over a teammate there, that she was quite fatigued. Makes sense, too, as she's going out for a change now.
47 seconds left in the penalty to Taylor Sims. That one won by Cormier. Chance now for LeCavalier, and it's poked aside. Stacey Akash, long shot from the point. And saved by Sarazan. Sorry, that was Kastelik from the point.
Good stop there by Sarazan. Good job by Reedman, just making sure that Stasiuk didn't get anywhere near Sarazan in case there was a rebound.
I went hard off the boards. Finds way to Malotny. Malotny only as far as Pridham. Down low. Shot there by Cormier. Couldn't direct it on net. And then followed up by Kathleen Reedman down the ice. 20 seconds to go. La Jeunesse out. Up to Lecavalier. Lecavalier past Lalonde. 3-on-2. Here's Lecavalier. She has Stasiuk to the outside. Her and Stasiuk switch places. Into the middle. And frozen up by Sarazan. 2 seconds to go in the Taylor Sims penalty. So discipline and an issue early for the GGs, but it looks like they've done just about enough to keep the puck out of their net.
Yeah, definitely some good PKs here. At the end of the day, it's tough when you're playing against the other team and you're playing against the refs too. So it is what it is. But yes, they need to be more careful now that they know how the officials are calling this game.
Harkness, a stretch pass to Lalonde. Off the bench, off the change. And that one they'll say went up into the GG's bench. Just a quick out-of-town scoreboard update if you're looking at the GG's men's hockey team. Currently trailing the McGill Redbirds by a score of 2-1. Andrew Abu-Musa picked up his first goal of the season for the University of Ottawa. Sent down low.
Good job by Prue.
Vicky Harkness.
Beating out, not sure who as they're not on the roster, but beating out someone to keep it down in the zone.
Is Nyan wearing the number 15 tonight.
Instead of the number 28, which we were both confused up here about.
McClellan trying to poke it past Lalonde. Lalonde loses it in her feet, and once again, say with me, Elizabeth Moura starts to center. She's been everywhere starting the rushes tonight for McGill. A big part of the reason they're ahead. Left behind by Sarazan.
So this is where a third GG should go in there and pick up that loose puck. You're in the defensive zone. It's your puck. You need to get that.
Puck poked off Kylie Lalonde's stick, and Lisa Biesenthal gives a shove to Kastelik. Kastelik returns the favor and picks it up into the slot. Keeper puck poked off her stick.
There by Gagnon.
Here's Alyssa Biesenthal back for the GGs. It's closed down quickly by Mackenzie McCallum. Suleman turns back, and Gagnon and keeper come to blows. Finds its way onto keeper, bobbles over her stick. Kate McLean down low. Here's Gagnon. Gagnon just a lazy backhand. It's kicked to the corner by La Jeunesse. Kate McLean, a shot. That one just wide. Bilodeau trying to connect with McLean, who couldn't direct it goalwards. Kate McLean on it now. Has Beatrice Bilodeau down low. Bilodeau. Meffam at the point. Reese Meffam a cross-ice pass. That one just hooked off the toe. Kathleen Reedman dumps it into the Martlett zone. It was Beatrice Bilodeau who was slow to change. And Mackenzie McCallum catarams it off a GG and into the corner. Figaro is chip it up to Catherine Birkby. Birkby, a nice pass. Poke. Here's Taylor Scott. Taylor Scott, a shot and denied at the backhand and goal! Catherine Birkby make it 1-1.
That was a great play just all around. It started here in the GG zone where it was rimmed around, and Reedman and Sophie Gower really came together because Garreau came down lower to support, ended up coming up with the puck, kept pushing through. Scott ended up taking a shot directed toward the right pad of La Jeunesse. Sophie Garreau takes the rebound, and then even Birkby takes the rebound to just knock it in that open net.
A really intelligent play there by Taylor Scott.
Very
that
smart.
Play all started by the dogged determination of Catherine Birkby. Birkby, her 5th goal of the season. But back come the Martlets. Lavoie, only her 2nd game. Here's the Marika Lebrec. So Taylor Scott and Sophie Gatto pick up the assist, both of their third assists of the season. And the GGs have tied it up halfway through the second frame. Abigail Malotny chipped forward to Jade Todd. Todd is Biesenthal in that one, just behind Biesenthal. GG's first goal has always sparked the team into life, and it looks like it's done so here tonight.
And again, that first shift right after a goal is so crucial, and GGs are doing a good job of continuing that momentum the goal has provided, and their forecheck already looks a little bit better.
Taylor Sims gonna skate back after that one. A head up, saw Lebrec all in her mirrors. Jade Todd, as we've mentioned, a red hot weekend last weekend. 3 assists for her, including 2 in the game against Bishops. Abigail Malotny. Malotny, a shot saved by La Jeunesse. Another rebound.
Big rebound
Jade
there.
Todd almost benefited off of it.
Todd almost got it, but it was a really smart play by Le Cavalier to knock it aside.
McCallum, low shot, trying to generate a rebound for Stasiuk. Here's Beatrice Bilodeau off the bench. Transfer from Limoilou, Cégep Limoilou.
Had Bilodeau just kept on going, she would have absolutely blown by Kastelik. She had so much speed.
Riedman. La Jeunesse out to trap it. The goalie caught in no man's land. Still loose. Out without her stick. Went out to go play the puck. Got a face full of.
I think it might have been Harkness who went flying there,
Yeah,
or Bilodeau.
I believe it was Beatrice Bilodeau who had come in on the forward check. GG's without the services of Alex Clavel tonight. And here's Vicky Harkness. Harkness aiming for the corner. That one just missed.
Just got it off the post or crossbar there.
Harkness still on it. Stops up. Low shot blocked.
La Jeunesse still without her stick, but has one of her teammates' sticks instead.
I always love to see a goalie with a player stick, and they'll blow that one dead for offside.
I wish we had like a replay on that offside because it really did not look like it from up here. Interesting call.
La Jeunesse finally back with her goal stick. And nervy moments for the Martlet's goalkeeper.
Heads up play though to make sure that you give your goaltender a stick. It's more important that they have one than you.
And Gagnon gets beat to that one by Mia Vananen. And on to Pridham. Pridham up to Campbell.
Oh.
Liviane Devin in replace of Alex Clavel, who makes way tonight. Birkby, past one, past another. Watched by Vananen. A looping pucket makes its way on net and frozen up by La Jeunesse.
I think it was actually Harley who ended up almost hitting it out of the air into La Jeunesse. Nervy little moments there.
This is Biesenthal with Taylor Scott and Sophie Gatto. Muscles her way to that one. And Biesenthal muscles to get in front of Mura.
Good stick there by Scott.
Here's Lebrec. Lebrec has Lavoie ahead of her and knocked down by Angelique Prue.
Nice little hand eye there by Prue to break up the play between Lebrec and Lavoie.
Prue still yet to find her first point of the year. So dominant last season. 9 assists. Led all GGs in assists and points. Can't be held by Prue. That one dumped in. Her defensive partner last year, GG's captain, Christine Daudelin, who scored an absolute rocket over the weekend. Was it Biesenthal making her way to the net, forced backwards. Biesenthal still on it, twisting, turning. Puck poked off her stick, and here's Mura. Mura backhanded to Lebrec. Lebrec puts on the moves, gets past Riedman, just out of her reach. Here's Jade Todd. Todd trying to connect with Bilodeau. Metham. Reverse to Riedman. Riedman. Puck bobbles off her stick. Christina Kolitsa. Bilodeau chips it forward. In a foot race now. Stasiuk, or Sulman rather, will get there before Kastelik. Up to Campbell. Campbell giving a shove. Muscles past one. Nice little pass. Keeper just wide. Nice little connection there
And that was a great play between McCallum and keeper there. McCallum just blew by Mepham. I think took Mepham's stick with her too.
Took Mepham's stick with her and muscled past one. Eight minutes, 35 seconds to go in the second period. Face-off down in the Martlets zone. Nope, face-off at center. Say no icing. Just going to have a talk with Alyssa Cressy. And dumped in by Michaela Krasinski. Trying to reverse by Sulman. Here's Birkby taken out. That'll draw a call.
That is a dangerous play there.
Birkby all alone in front. Tripping a knee-on-knee collision there.
Yeah, by
Pierce. As Pierce off to the box. GG's get their second opportunity on the power play.
And it was good forecheck there done by Harkness. She was actually the one who picked off that reverse that she tossed over to Birkby and landed in the penalty there.
Harkness stays
Good
out
play.
there. Gatto, Malotny, Prue, and Minville out there for the University of Ottawa. Face off one and hammered around by Moura. Prue hustles to get over there. Trying to get past Mackenzie McCallum. Minville in support. Cross ice to Malotny.
Smart play by Minville there. Switched the play.
Abigail Malotny down low. Malotny continues to that. Goal! Abigail Malotny, number 10, and the GGs pull ahead.
And again, a great little play there. Prue was having a little bit of trouble. They were closing down on this right-hand side. It comes back to Minville at the point on the right-hand side. And what does she do? She turns it right over to the other side of the ice completely, goes down to Vicky Harkness. It was actually over to Abigail Malotny. She puts it down to the bottom behind the goal line to Vicky Harkness, and then she continues on into that sweet spot there, a give and go, back from Harkness, and a beautiful shot by Malotny to finish up with a goal.
Abigail Malotny draws into the tied lead for the RSEQ goal scoring with 10. She's tied with Adrienne Veillette, who we saw last weekend. And just like that, the GGs lead by 1. And here's Kate McLean, stopped on the doorstep.
And a rebound just sitting there. Oh, wow.
Assisted by number 92, Vicky Harkness, and by number 55, Adrienne Mainville. Time of the goal, 11 minutes, 57 seconds in the second period.
So Minville and Harkness get the assist on the Malotny goal. The GG second period Warriors add another. It's been a completely different team we've seen here in the second period.
But again, as we've talked about, this is kind of the norm for the GGs. It's always the second period where they end up having a better performance.
Stasiuk touches it up to La Cavalier. Stasiuk has the puck poked
Good
off
step
her
up
stick.
there by Minville.
Here's Scott. Scott back the other way. Cuts inside. Taylor Scotta. Shot that's deflected into the netting by La Jeunesse. GG's grab one on the power play. That power play has been getting better and better as the weeks go on.
And there's been a few opportunities even just throughout this period where just shots have been put on La Jeunesse, and her rebound control has not been super stellar. She should be tapping her defenseman on the pads, just saying thanks for clearing away all the garbage there. GG's could have had another couple goals.
Goaltending has been an issue all season for the Martlets. They don't have a goalie above a 900 save percentage. Backup goalie Sarah Carmichael. Goals against average plus of above 6. That one deflected on net and just wide. Another chance for the GGs. That one a point shot by Kathleen Reedman. No longer have the services of Tricia DeGear do the Miguel Martlets. Statistically the best goalie in the RSEQ last season. Here's Christina Kalitsa, chips it past Abigail Malotny and beats Reese Mepham to the puck. She's closed off by Kathleen Reedman, and Mepham chips it off the boards. Only as far as Sulman pitching from the point, and good positioning there by the player who opened the goal scoring for the GGs, Catherine Birkby. GG's dump it in, and Lalonde and Birkby go off for a change. Stretch pass out of the reach of Sulman. Prue has to be attentive. She has Lebrec behind her. Serazin leaves it for a teammate, and miscommunication behind the net. Megan Harley almost a chance to set up Quinn Campbell on the doorstep. Prue takes the scenic route to that one, almost beat by Castellook. Bilodeau is able to get it forward, and chip pass by Malotny. Here's
Smart
Jay
play
Todd.
there by Malotny to hit Todd.
Jay Todd. Todd has Sims. It's over to Sims. Taylor Sims still looking for her first goal.
Had Sims
Wrong-handedness.
exactly. Had Sims been a right-handed shooter, that would have been a good one.
The transfer from Rochester Institute of Technology. Just have a number of transfers from the NCAA who've been putting up numbers, and so Vigaro misses by about a meter stick. Good work by Biesenthal. Alyssa Biesenthal. Biesenthal, goal! 3 goals against the Carabin. 3 goals for the GGs tonight.
And
that one off the stick of Biesenthal.
And it really didn't result from all that much. She came down on a rush with Sophie Garrow and shooting it, like you said, a mile wide. Normally that just goes right around and starts the breakout for the opposing team, but not this time where, you know, Biesenthal was right there to pick it up, and she had all day to walk in, and she had all these options. She had a Gigi on her left, a Gigi on her right, and you just had La Jeunesse to contend with all 3 of these players essentially. And Biesenthal made the right decision and picked a corner and tossed her in for the 3rd goal for the GGs.
3rd goal this period, 3rd goal in quick succession. All of the goals have come after the 12-minute mark here. And here's Scott. Scott has Biesenthal. So it's a Biesenthal unassisted. The GGs almost get caught for too many. Mackenzie McCallum beats out Minville. Minville wanted to head off the ice. And Gagnon. Gagnon head up. Here's Birkby. Birkby. Catherine Birkby tries to pick a corner. That one just missed.
Yeah, I mean, good opportunity there by Birkby, but she did have McLean streaking towards the net. That was absolutely an option to drop it back. It could have been a one-timer for her.
Catherine Birkby was hunting for goal number 2. Couldn't even find the nets. Reese Meffam will dump that puck in. GG's definitely a second period team, but when it comes down to playoff time, will they have that luxury?
Yeah, fortunately, playoffs, it's 3 periods that you got into playing. 60 minutes, a full 60 minutes.
And we've mentioned it before, but with the Montreal Carabin hosting the RSEQ, hosting the U Sports Nationals, that a shot wide by Ariane Gagnon. With the Montreal Carabin hosting the national championships, the spots for the RSEQ will be down 1, so only the winner of the finals will make it to the national championships. That unless the Carabin are to win the championship. So every single minute of every single game is so important. These teams really get to know each other. It feels like a playoff atmosphere the whole year. And, you know, come playoff time, the GGs cannot afford to take a period off. Doesn't matter how good you are in that second period. It was Elizabeth Moura down below the goal line who takes a tumble. And Beatrice Bilodeau looked up, thought she had an option, elected to go herself, and then when she tried to move it to Vicky Harkness, and here's a chance. Mika Lacavalier centering. Oh, nice save there by Serazin. Stone Comrie on the doorstep. Kastelik poked off her stick by Vicky Harkness. Sulman. Serazin, it's still loose. Soccered aside there by Beatrice Bilodeau.
Not only did she soccer aside, but she did make sure to grab the stick of who she was defending against, Cormier, as well.
And here's Harkness. 2-on-1. 2-on-2 as Kastelik drops back. Kylie Lalonde gassed at the end of a shift.
Also just good back checking and good coverage there by Kastelik as well.
And here's Biesenthal. GG's back the other way. Biesenthal scored the most recent goal. Alyssa Biesenthal. Jay Todd a shot aiming for the 5-hole. Stopped by La Jeunesse rather. Chances at both end as the second period comes to an end. Up to Lavoie, has the puck poked off her stick, and then a crushing check against Birkby, and Lavoie will sit for 2 or less. The GG's power play will get their third opportunity of the night.
It's not often you see that kind of hit over the boards almost in women's hockey. Like that was a lot of effort put into that hit. But again, if you're the Martlets, I mean, you've let in these 3 goals from the GGs in this one period, and they've all gone unanswered by you. Taking a penalty is really not what you're looking to do.
Mia Vananen a chance to clear. She can't. Angelique Prue holds it in only momentarily. Here's Mackenzie McCallum. Mackenzie McCallum watched by Minville. She has Pierce with her. Good back checking there by Sophie Gatto. Has her stick all tied up, and McCallum trying to shift past Minville. That'll do a good job of killing. 40 seconds to go in the second period. I went into the midsection of Sophie Gatto. Pierce will dump it down. The GGs might have one chance back the other way. Serrazin will leave it for, that's Ariane Minville. GG hauled down behind the net. The arms stay down. I think that Stephanie Keeper thought she took a penalty.
I think everyone in this building thought that Stephanie Keeper took a penalty on that, except for maybe the officials.
Either way, Keeper gets off scot clean. The play continues. 8-5, 4-3, 2-1. That'll do it for the second period. The GG score 3 unanswered goals to give them a 3-1 lead. Brianna and I will be back in just a moment's time. Don't go anywhere.
Now, brown cow.
Welcome back to the Minto Sports Complex. Declan DeBarp and a much taller Brianna Newell. Back to wrap up the second period of action here between the GGs and the Martlets. A much better period for the University of Ottawa, the team we're used to seeing. They scored 3 unanswered and 3 very similar goals.
First off, you're not supposed to tell people that I got taller. We're just supposed to go with it. But regardless, yes, much better period from the GGs that we saw here. Looking much more like the team we've seen game in and game out here at the Minto Sports Complex. So that was nice to see for sure. And yeah, 3 goals. Like, what a powerhouse of a period. And all of them kind of similar, I'd say, where it was a bit of a breakdown on the Martlets end, where no one was challenging the GGs. No one was picking up coverage in the defensive zone. And again, that's where those 3 goals came from. All 3 of them, literally. Like the nice tic-tac-toe play on the power play by, Malotny and Harkness there to end up with that goal. Malotny was just able to go in with absolutely no challenge, no coverage. Even Birkby picking up her goal was off a rebound there. No coverage on her. And then Biesenthal was coming in basically a 3-on-1, and then maybe Lachenesse, if that. And no coverage, no challenging, nothing. So there's obviously a common theme here that I've laid out for everyone. So moving into that third period, Martlets, if they're going to be more successful in this last period of hockey here, they need to pick up the coverage in their defensive zone. They need to be more on point with that. They need to get sticks on puck, or at least get in the lane to disallow the GGs moving forward, those transition pieces, those forechecks. And they need to get more shots, more opportunities on Saracen. I mean, I don't think they really had as much of a power period as they did the first period. Momentum 100% in favor of the GGs. And, McGill was looking a little bit flat in comparison to their first period out here. So more opportunities for sure on Saracen are needed if they're looking to get back in this game.
The Martlets definitely came out flat in that second period, and it reflects on the scoreboard. But just a word on Abigail Malotny. 10 goals for her on the season. The transfer from the University of Syracuse absolutely tore up the NCAA. Comes to the University of Ottawa, continues on with that. Currently in a lead, currently tied for the lead in scoring in the RSEQ with Adrienne Veillette, who we saw last weekend, who plays for the Montreal Carabins. How important is she for this GG's offense? A real centerpiece.
What I was going to say, she brings a different experience, right? NCAA is a different play. It's a different league from here in U Sports in Canada. So she's bringing that experience she has that she learned at Syracuse to a different kind of game, a different kind of team here where she's probably playing a different type of role as well. So it's good exposure for here and a good opportunity to add to the GG's nucleus, I would say, of players. What I really love, though, about watching Abigail Malotny is that she's not just a goal scorer. Mm-hmm. You see a lot of individuals in this league or other leagues in this sport where that's their role and that's it. They go and they score goals and hey, if you get something else out of them, bonus. Not the case with Abigail. So she is completely a end-to-end type of player. She comes back in back checks, She helps out in corners. She's just everywhere, PK, whatever needs to be done is done. And she's just a humble person, a nice individual. So it's really the complete package that the GGs have in her. And I think she's an absolutely phenomenal fit for this team.
It really makes me sad that we only have 1 year of eligibility on Abigail Malotny left, but a centerpiece that's been a vital add to this GG season, and why it's been going so well. I would say she makes the players around her better. Brianna will be back in about 7 minutes time. The GG's looking to close this one out against the Martlets to close out the first half of the season. Welcome back to the Minto Sports Complex for the third and final period of 2022. Declan DeBarp and Brianna Newell, the GGs, 3-1 to the good. They had a dynamite third period there. Goals, second period there. Goals by Elizabeth Biesenthal, Abigail Malotny, and Taylor Scott to bring us to where we are. The lone goal for McGill scored by Stephanie Keeper, and sorry, that third goal for the University of Ottawa scored by Catherine Birkby. McGill hoping to find something. McGill 10-1 on the season, stapled to the basement of the RSEQ, and if they don't fix something fast, well, they can just write this season off.
And I think it starts even this period with being a little bit more disciplined. You know how these officials are calling the game. You see this. It's nothing new. It's very, very normal for the RSEQ division, as we've seen over the years. So you're aware of it. You have to almost adapt your style knowing what they're going to be calling. So, again, they're starting off this period shorthanded for almost a minute.
Thank you for laying that out before I could. Yep. McGill short a body for 57 seconds to start the third period. The GG start on the power play. Already one goal in this game on the power play. The GG's power play is heating up. It's needed a little bit of something. Abigail, Vicky Harkness, Sophie Gatto. Big poke there by Mackenzie McCallum. Saved the goal. GG's right back to it. Sophie Gatto. Abigail Malotny. Malotny's nice little sauce to Ariane Minville. Touch pass, that one between Gatto and Minville, and a bad pinch there by Minville. McCallum to Pierce, and then blockered aside there by Minville, and the GG start back the other way.
Minville did a good job getting back there, but as you mentioned, not the best pinch.
Malotny sitting on the doorstep, nice save, Lajournay, and goal! Vicky Harkness rewarded for work out in front. The GG score again on the power play, 4-1.
A nice little play there. It was Malotny who dragged the puck across. Didn't get a huge kind of shot or anything on it, but just put it towards the net. It was one rebound there where Harkness was able to be on the doorstep and just knock it in. And again, it goes back to what we even talked about in the intermission, where we spoke about the lack of coverage and the lack of challenging. That's a prime example.
Far too easy there for Vicky Harkness on the doorstep, who scores her fourth goal in the RSEQ, scores her fourth goal with the GGs, obviously. Transfer from UConn. That one behind. And dumped in by Kate McLean. Kate McLean has had a good game for herself, not reflected on the score sheet. Here's Taylor Sims. Sims touch pass to Prue. Prue, a shot off a body. Malotny picks up the assist. Wraparound! GG's nearly score again. That one, Kate McLean on the doorstep.
And you can see a little bit of the frustration peeking through. Vanden had a couple extra shots at McLean, and McCallum had a couple extra shots after the whistle too. And just to go back to the goal for a second there, it was a good play, but it did start with the play that was broken up by Minville there and allowed the opportunity for the G's to come back on that rush. So good job by Minville there.
It was a good hustle and a good defensive play to make up for an earlier mistake by Ariane Minville. She punches the puck the other way,
and it's a tough call, right? You're on the power play, you're a D there. The puck kind of just comes into no man's land. So it is a tough call, but at that point you had two McGill players who were coming on the rush. It's not the most opportune moment to go and get that pinch, and it's a better point to just back up, play the 2-on-1, stay in the middle, and take it that way instead. But it did all work out.
Abigail Malotny and Vicky Harkness connect twice in this game. Harkness obviously got the assist on the Abigail Malotny goal, and Malotny returns the favor a period later, picking up the assist on the Harkness goal.
And we talk about how Malotny brings so much to the team, and the same holds true, I find, for Harkness, also having that NCAA experience. She brings that experience, a different exposure, and a way to play the game to this league and to this team of GGs.
Turned over to Birkby, saved by Lajournay, and then fell into the crease.
Just dropped there for, thankfully for La Jeunesse, Moura was the one to pick it up and take it away from danger. But that rebound control has not been stellar all game.
He's been unaware of where that puck was. Birkby trying to dance with the puck. And then finds its way onto the stick of Megan Harley. McClellan to Moura. Moura back to McClellan. Playing a little game of catch. Stasiuk can't chip it past Krasinski, and Sophie Gatto able to win it back. Gatto has Scott, looks her off. Gatto deflected on its way through. Saved by La Jeunesse.
And it did deflect off McClellan there, and again, that's maybe one of the only times I've seen a McGill Marlette player get a stick on puck, and that's not even as close as you want to get it. That was a little bit far off where it caused a deflection. Makes it harder for La Jeunesse to follow it and end up stopping it.
Beatrice Bilodeau wins that one. Malotny down low. Krasinski down low, rather, looking for Malotny. And here's Bilodeau. Bilodeau out there with Malotny. And Todd, that one deflected through a crowd. Catarams into the corner. Krasinski pinches, centering, Malotny! Bilodeau! Nice save by La Jeunesse, and it's still loose.
Good job by La Jeunesse there. What an opportunity for the GGs.
McCallum.
It was a nice pass by
Forward,
Krasinski to that front of the net.
The GGs have a chance the other way. Malotny, nice heads-up play to get it to Todd. Todd has Bilodeau in the middle of the ice. She's forced backwards.
Good job by Bilodeau to back up Todd and put it deeper down into the zone.
Marika Lebrec. Breck head full of steam. It's down into the corner, dispossessed by Reese Meffam. Meffam's reach a real asset here for the University of Ottawa. She's able to poke that puck off. Coming together between a Martlet and a GG. It was Kathleen Reedman who was forced onto one knee, and that one sent out. Christina Kalitsa picks it up. Leaves it for Pridham. Nice little play back to Kalitsa. Kalitsa to Lavoie. Lavoie, the rookie in only her second game, got hurt earlier this year. Just looked no worse for wear, and first time we're seeing her. Marika Lebrec tries to twist and turn, and has the puck taken off her stick. Kate McLean unable to get it from Christina Kalitsa, and Kalitsa looking for Lebrec. Nice little stick play there by Angelique Prue to get it up. Here's Kylie Lalonde in all alone. Too much time, too much space, and that one a shot blocked by Moura. That one more just hit her. Lisa Biesenthal in on the forecheck. GG's win it back. Harkness reverses it to Krasinski. Krasinski given a shove by Lebrec. Krasinski down in uncharted territories. Still on it. Krasinski, a one-man wrecking crew. Krasinski, nice little reverse. Biesenthal not sure where it is. It's sitting behind the net. Two Martlets come together. If that doesn't say what the second and third period have been for the Martlets, I don't know what does. Minville pinching. Sends McClellan into the spin cycle back to Harkness. Harkness to Meffam. Meffam loses the puck. LeCavier can't start back the other way. Ooh. And then a heavy coming together.
Oh, that
the
felt
Martlets will take a penalty. It's Marika Lebrec who comes together with Harkness. I think more of just a collision than an intended body check, but nonetheless, the Martlets head to the penalty box.
That was felt up here, I think. That sound, the two coming together, but both of them look okay, both Harkness and Lebrec. Lebrec, as she goes into the box to serve that 2-minute penalty. And again, GG's go on the power play. And again, if you're the Martlets, this is really not what you want to see. I think head coach for the Martlets is wanting to have a word with the official here. Not quite sure about what, but
Melissa Cesare just having a conversation with Pat Gagnon, the head official here tonight. Unhappy with the standard of officiating. I want to coming together between the two players. Doesn't look satisfied with the answer she got, but nonetheless, the GG's on the power play.
Are the head coaches ever really satisfied with the explanations from the officials? Really?
2 for 3 on the night are the GG's power play. Todd, head up. Down low to Biesenthal. Biesenthal has Bilodeau. Back to Todd. Touches it on to Reedman. Reedman. Birkby.
And you see a little bit more of an aggressive PK here from McGill. As again, they are down the 3 goals, so.
GG's on the power play, like I said, for the 4th time tonight. This is the first game this season. The GG's have scored twice in one game on the power play. Nice little move there by Biesenthal. Biesenthal is Birkby. Biesenthal didn't have her head up. Pridham rings it off Biesenthal. Forced into the boards. Biesenthal now trying to get loose. Gives a shove to Pridham.
And you can see that head coach Alyssa Cesare is really not happy that there was no call by Biesenthal on that play, as there were a couple whacks. I'm surprised, actually, she didn't get called.
Here's McCallum. Mackenzie McCallum through center.
Good back checking
check
there by
Sophie
Garrow.
Gatto. Minute gone in the power play. Yet to see the big players out there for the University of Ottawa, Malotny and Harkness. Malotny and Harkness out there now. Snuck on the ice. Miguel Malotny through center. Malotny looking for goal number 11 end the season. And the sole lead for the RSEQ goal scoring. That one out of the reach of Malotny. It finds way to Harkness. Harkness to Minville. Minville and Harkness switch spots. Has Malotny at the back post does Minville. Trying to find her. That one off a stick and out. 25 seconds to go.
And good job by Malotny there to sneak down, as both Piers and Kasalik really didn't have their heads on a swivel at all. Were definitely caught puck watching a little bit. Didn't even see Malotny.
Nice face-off win there by Sophie Gatto. The GG's 23 seconds left. Minville fakes the shot onto Malotny. Malotny has Prue at the back post. Malotny to Minville. Minville to Prue. Angelique Prue centering pass. Sophie Gatto pushed it into the corner. That one held at the line.
Good job by Minville. Keeping it
Minville
in.
closed down quickly by Harley. Able to keep the puck in. That one out of the reach of Malotny. That'll do it for the power play. Malotny saw a corner. So GG's 2 for 4 on the power play, the best they've done all year. Here's Mura through center. 12 minutes to go in the 3rd period. Elizabeth Mura. Reese Meffam out of the reach of Vicky Harkness. Onto the point to Olivia Pridham. Deflected shot in front as Quinn Campbell looking to benefit from a long shot.
Yeah, she was able to get a little bit of a stick on there for a tip going in on Sarah's. And again, it goes back to, yes, you're up by 3 goals, but you still need to make sure you're doing all the right things, right? Building those good foundation blocks, those good habits for that second half of the season. And one of those good habits is making sure to pick up sticks, and that was not done there by the GGs.
McCallum. Golden assist the first time these two teams met. Well, that a 5-2 loss by McGill. McGill yet to play a game where they haven't, here against the GGs, where they haven't lost by a deficit of 3. Fanned on it. Meffam without a stick. Kate McLean without a stick. Vannon in a shot blocked by Meffam. Meffam ties her man up. Good job by Kathleen Reedman to box out Christina Kolitsa.
Greg Bowles had the stick all ready to go there for Kate McLean, but she ended up changing and had Harkness come on instead.
Centering pass. That one just deflected wide. It was Cassidy Stasiuk. 1 goal for her on the season. Here's Gagnon. Ariane Gagnon on the backhand. Just a lazy shot, but nonetheless kills some more time. Vicky Harkness more attentive to the puck. Centering pass. Taylor Sims. That one rings off the goalpost.
Nice look there by Sims and a great pass by Harkness to find Sims in the slot, bearing down.
U.S. recruits coming up big. Here's Catherine Birkby. Birkby cutting the net. Sims just deflects it wide.
Sims had a wide open net there, and she's wishing she could get that as a redo.
Sims still without a goal. Wanting the puck for a nice little Christmas present. That one's sent on net by Sims. Pridham. Over the line, a one-man show. Sims just picks it up and takes a whack at it. Stasiuk able to hold it in only momentarily. Elizabeth Mura head up as she hears the scream from her defensive partner. And Lydia McClellan will dump that puck in. Martlett's running out of time. Need something of the dramatics here. McClellan, a long shot. It's blocked on its way through. Stretch pass. Kylie Lalonde. Nothing coming as her and McClellan came to blows, and McClellan slow to get back up. Sailing with McGill on the puck. The blow it dead as McClellan slowed back to the bench. It's awkward. She tied up there with a Gigi.
Yeah, it was Lalonde there that almost had that breakaway opportunity, but McClellan got in front and had a bit of an awkward stretch, perhaps, with Lalonde there.
Twisted her knee a little bit, but we hope all is well. Keeper wins it. She scored the lone McGill goal, and she starts back the other way. Chips it past Ariane Minville. Krasinski, head up, sees a face full of Pierce. Bilodeau. Fans on it. Stays on it, though. Todd just chips it forward, and Abigail Malotny will chase after it. Nice burst of speed there from Malotny. Malotny back on it. Stops. Abigail Malotny has her stick lifted. Is able to get it to Bilodeau. Abigail Malotny. Gigi's going to work. Reese Meffam over to hold that line, and then just throws it back in. It's up. Pierce on it now.
Good job by Malotny to close off Pierce there.
Here's Lavoie off the bench, head full of steam, trying to get a step. Couldn't get the angle. Nice little play. Nice little play by a nice little player. Up to Sofigaro. I think that's a player who will see a lot more to come over the years. Sofigaro, a shot at blocked by Surman. Lavoie, Sims through a crowd. It's always going wide. Takes a funny bounce and off the netting. Kalitsa, rather. Up to McCallum. Mackenzie McCallum drags, shoots off the post. That, I think, really the first opportunity for McGill since the first period.
Good job by Sophie Garrow. Good positioning to knock it away from Lavoie, but Lavoie still ends up with it.
Didn't give Lavoie many options. Angelique Prue. GG's would have been in offside. That a shot saved by La Jeunesse. GG still on it. That one shot low on goal and kicked aside to the corner. That one cross ice. Elizabeth Mura will be first there. She has a step on a Gigi, and that one a half chance that Serazan saves. Sims moves it up to Lalonde. Nice cross nice cross ice feed to Kate McLean. Vicky Harkness still on it. Harkness looks up.
Good body positioning there by Harkness. Smart play by Krasinski to back off and not pinch on that.
Here's Kalitsa. Christina Kalitsa, that one. Off the mask of Mahika Serazan. Minville. Nice little reverse there by Minville, and then she gets a shove by Kalitsa. Liviane Devine, I think that's the first time we've seen her out there tonight. In replace of Alex Clavel. Behind the net. Krasinski dumped. Beatrice Bilodeau, Vicky Harkness, Devin. Oh, she Almost got her head taken off there by Megan Harley. Back the other way they come. Quinn Campbell centering pass. Still loose, saved by Sarazan. Here's Malotny circling. Reese Meffam. Pierce off the bench. She's closed down quickly by Catherine Birkby. Shot by Taylor Scott into a shin pad. Reese Meffam first there. Down low to Malotny. Bobbles off her stick. Taylor Scott back to Malotny. Malotny. Sims a shot. That one always going wide. Angelique Prue hot off the bench. Prue gonna circle. Back to Taylor Sims. 4 minutes, 45 seconds to go. A shot always going wide. Active bounce off the boards. Malotny saved by La Jeunesse. Keeper. And just dumped down by Prue. Dumped down off Prue, rather. Nice puck movement here from the GGs. Lavoie picks off a stretch pass aimed at Jade Todd. That one dumped into the GG's bench. Watch out. Seeing Jade Todd on your screen, we mentioned it a couple of times, but it's had a wonderful season this year. Connected with Abigail Malotny. Her and Malotny have combined 8 times. 7 times, rather. Not what you want to see. Lavoie doubled over just outside of your, just at the top of your screen. We hope all is well with her. But here's Olivia Pridham. Pridham up to Campbell. Campbell backhands it in the zone. Christina Kalitsa forced down to one knee. He's still on it. Christina Kalitsa. No, but look past the Pridham, and her momentum always taking her outside of the zone. Puck poked off Vanninen's stick. Kalitsa up to McCallum. Mackenzie McCallum over the line. Stops. McCallum shown the boards. 3 minutes, 33 seconds to go. This game is a contest long over. That one gloved down. Quinn Campbell trying to cut to the center of the ice. Disrupted on her way, and here's Jade Todd. Jade Todd to 1-on-3. Todd just trying to buy some time as her team changes. But there's Mia Vanninen to the point. Held in. Reedman a long shot. It's deflected on its way through and dribbles to the corner. The Martlets, one more game to play. They have Carleton tomorrow. The GG's done for the year. GG's will be back in action January 7th. They'll take on nationally ranked Concordia Stingers. That one right back here at the Minto Sports Complex. Centering back to the point. GG's, after a slow start, it's really been a professional performance from them.
Yeah, after that first period, 100%. Oh, and they go into penalties. We maybe spoke a little too soon. I don't know. But no, regardless of the penalty that's being called, it is a tripping penalty, and it's going to Bilodeau. And it kind of makes you wonder if the officials are just calling it to call it at this point. I mean, with about 2.5 minutes left.
That was a trip.
It 100% was a trip. But, I mean, at 2.5 minutes left, I don't know. Questionable. So, regardless, though, going back to what we were talking about before, how it has been a much better performance. It's like the GGs did a 180 out of that locker room after that first intermission. But as we've talked about as well, in this league and then going into the second half of the season and then with playoffs, you cannot afford to take a period to get going.
That one sent the length of the ice. Vicky Harkness will chase after it. And the playoffs not too far away. Not too far away at all.
Pretty quick, actually, after that, you know, we come back from that Christmas break.
January, we got January, February regular season hockey, and then March playoffs, and just like that, your season can be over. Yep,
just about end of February, it very well could be.
Regardless of how well you play.
Yep, regardless of your season.
It's all about peaking at the right time as that one finds its way back to Olivia Pridham.
Good step up there by Sims to break that up.
She's had a lovely game.
Sims has definitely had a good game, yes.
Couldn't buy a goal. She's had a couple opportunities, rang one off the post, put one wide. So it looks like there'll be no puck under the tree. We're whipping out all of the Christmas puns as I...
Well, it's the only time you can do them, so I understand.
That one off the back of Kylie Lalonde. And Lalonde looks up and dumps that one in. She'll chase after it. And Lavoie down in the corner. So another worry here for McGill as it's another player slow back to the bench.
Didn't even see actually what happened there.
She's behind the play.
But she looks to be in a
Looks
good amount of pain.
Looks like it's, we don't even want to speculate, but looks like she's in quite some pain. Gigi's in offside. Nope, Gigi's going to take a penalty. Okay, I was confused. I thought I was hearing offside, but nonetheless, the Gigi's will take another penalty in the dying embers here. Shot on, and that one hacked aside. Gigi's will find themselves down a extra body here. 5-on-3 hockey for 28 seconds.
Oh, always an interesting game with the officiating. Never a dull moment.
Kate McLean takes a penalty 200 feet from her own goal. Failed clearance attempt. Here's Elizabeth Moura. LeCavalier. LeCavalier, a shot. Blocker aside by Sarrazin. Minville first one there. And the Martlets are going to take a penalty.
I think we've seen just as many penalties in the last 2.5 minutes as we've seen from the last period that we played.
So we'll get 12 seconds of 4-on-3, something you don't see too often, and then the rest of regulation played at 4-on-4.
So basically 23 seconds of 4-on-4.
Thank you for doing the math.
Anytime.
Yeah, a couple of bankers up here.
That's why they keep me around.
Someone's got to check my math.
Shouldn't be me.
Here's Mackenzie McCallum through center. Clock ticking away. McCallum stopping up.
Good battle there by Malotny.
Kaslik holds the line. Krasinski on it now with 8 seconds to go. She'll send that puck cross ice. Ariane Minville slowly through center. She'll loft that one. The referee thinks about calling icing, but that'll do it.
And that is pretty much that. I think that's all I got to say there. It was an interesting performance, for sure.
Two teams who have had very, very different 2022s. The GGs finish 2022 at 9-3-1. McGill, don't look now, 11-1. So as they go in to the Christmas break, lots to work on for McGill, lots to work on for the GGs, always stuff to build on. Vicky Harkness has been arguably the player of 2022 for the University of Ottawa. She finishes the calendar year with 10 goals. Brianna, quickly, your 3 stars.
And with that, 3 stars for this evening's game. So for the 3rd star, we have Ariane Minville, who got 1 point. She did have an assist on the Abigail Malotny goal, but overall, I really just loved the game that she had. It was offensive, defensive plays, rushes on the puck. Pretty much everything aside from scoring a goal is what Ariane Minville did tonight. So that's why she has the 3rd star. At 2nd star, you have Vicky Harkness with 2 points. She got a goal and an assist on the Abigail Malotny goal as well. And again, you know, one of the players of 2022, bringing that experience from NCAA here for Czech was phenomenal as well. And just, you know, the cycling too. So overall, a great game. And with the 1st star for this evening, Abigail Malotny, with 2 points as well, a goal for her and an assist on Vicky Harkness's goal. And as we talked about even during the intermission and throughout this half of the season, she just does everything that you would want a player to do and then some. Both ends of the ice, a team player, and produces.
It's been a good 2022. We hope to see you in 2023. Like I said, we'll be back on January 7th. In the meantime, folks, we hope you have a very happy holidays and a happy new year. All the best over the holiday season. For Declan Barp and Brianna Newell, you guys take care. We'll see you in the new year.